Welcome back, my friends, to another video here on the channel. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get all of the fossil Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, there is a couple different ways you can go about this. First of all, I'm going to show you guys where to get all these Pokemon. But before we jump into that, I'm going to throw up something up on screen. These are the fossil combinations to do. So, for Bird plus Drake, you'll get the Dracozolt Pokemon. Bird plus Dino will get you the Arctozolt Pokemon. Fish plus Drake will give you the Dracovish Pokemon, and Fish plus Dino will give you the Arctovish Pokemon. So that's how those are the four different combinations. Now there's a little bit of an issue. So two of the fossils are very common in Sword, and the other two are very common in Shield. Now you can still get both of the all four fossils in both games. It's just the two that are common to the other game are going to be uncommon, very hard to get in your game. I'll show you guys how to do that in just a second here. So there's bird fossils, fish fossils, drake fossils, and dino fossils. So you can see that right now I have three of the Pokemon as of right now. I got Dracozolt, I got Dracovish, and I got Arctozolt. So the only one I need now is the Fish plus Dino, which I actually do have some fossils. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create that last Pokemon. I'll show you guys exactly where to go. So looking in the town map, if you look at Route 6, you can actually see it says Fossil Restoration. It's not too far into the game. There's a little camp here, which, by the way, always visit camps when you see them, because they're kind of fast travel points when you visit them. Right up here on the hill, there's this lady here chilling with this machine or whatever. And if you talk to her, you can give some Pokemon. Which of your fossils do you think stands up to the high standards of Kara Liss? Her name is Kara Liss. So we're trying to combine Fish and Dino for the last one. So I'm going to go Fish and then Dino, and that should give me my final Pokemon that I need. Restoration time. Let's unravel the mystery of these fossils. All right, I'll stick them together. Here we go. And objective complete. It seems the restoration was a great success. Yes, I can see it in my eyes, or in its eyes. This is a Pokemon that walked the face of Galar in ancient times. Please take Pokemon. So now I got Arctovish as well. So I have all four Pokemon. Okay, so really quick before I show you guys exactly how to get all of these fossils, you can see Arctovish is water ice. We have Arctozolt, which is electric ice, Dracovish, which is water dragon, and then we have Dracozolt, which is electric dragon. So there's all four there. One of the ways you can, get all four of these Pokemon is trading. I did trade for, I think, at least one of them, and I got a couple fossils from a friend. But the way to trade fossils is obviously you can't trade fossils themselves. You'd have to give it to a Pokemon. So if you check held item, that would be the way to do it, so that you go down to the fossil and you can give the Pokemon the fossil whenever you trade it. You can give any Pokemon a fossil, by the way. It doesn't have to be one of these fossil Pokemon. I can give Wishy-Washy fossil. It doesn't matter who it is. Okay, so one of the ways you can get fossils a little bit more easily is if you go to the wild area. If you look in this part of the wild area right here, the Dusty Bowl, normally you can sometimes find fossils kind of sitting around there. Also, there's usually one fossil around Route 6 that you'll eventually find. But one of the ways is if you go right here to the nursery, right here in front of this part of the wild area, and you kind of back up a little bit right around, where are they? Right here. There's these Digging Brothers. Now, the one on the left doesn't have as much stamina, but he has better skill. So sometimes he'll come up with better items, but he'll usually only give you one or two items. The one on the right doesn't have as much skill, so usually he'll get you a bunch of items. I've seen up to 18 items at a time. Rough estimate is usually 4 to 6 on average, though, just give or take. And he doesn't have as much skill, so he doesn't get as much, good quality stuff. But going between the two of them, honestly, I don't know if there's much of a difference. Now, Austin John, I'm sure you guys are familiar with him. He said that he spent about, I'm paraphrasing, but I'm pretty sure he said he spent about 20,000 watts in total. And it took quite a while to get, enough things dug up where he had, the correct fossils. So the kicker is they can dig up any kind of fossils, any of the four fossils. Obviously, two of them are going to be more common, depending on whether you're on Sword or Shield. And the other two are going to be more uncommon, so they're a lot harder for them to dig up. So if I go talk to one, for example, I'll show you guys what it kind of looks like. You spend 500 watts per dig. I'm going to ask him to dig for me. And again, two of them are common for you, two of them are uncommon for you. So he's got a shiny stone. Say keep digging. Okay, so this time he only dug one thing. I'll try it again. just to show you guys what it looks like to try a couple times, you know, for sake of consistency. I'll be honest with you guys though. I'm not sure which brother is better, honestly. One of the things that is good about them though is they do find, you know, gems and stones and stuff like that as well, which, you know, obviously stones are needed to evolve certain Pokemon. So there is that upside too as well to using this method. Oh wait, he's not finished yet. There you go. He's been motivated. He's going back at it. But I'll be honest with you guys. I honestly think that the best way to do this, if you can, is to trade with someone who has the other fossils. So I would just use this method to get as many of the common fossils that are common to your game as possible, and then trade extras to someone else who did the same thing, because it's going to be very rare that you're going to get anything. I spent a few thousand, I can't remember exactly how much, but I spent a few thousand and I only got one that was uncommon in my game, which was the bird fossil. So the bird fossil is common to sword, but it's uncommon to shield, for example. And then same thing with the dino. The dino is common to sword, but it's uncommon to shield. And then the fish and drake are the ones that are common to shield and uncommon to sword. So that's kind of how it works. So again, honestly, I think the best way would be to try to find someone to trade with. You know, use the digging method to get extras of your fossils. If for some reason you find enough of the uncommon fossils, then great. If not, I mean, you know, find someone to trade with, because otherwise you're going to be spending a lot of watts. It does work though. You can get those 2 other fossils that are uncommon to your game. You can. I've gotten 1 bird fossil through this method, but only 1, spending, you know, I don't know, maybe 15,000 watts, give or take, 10 to 15,000. Let's say about 10,000 to 12,000 on a rough estimate. So I don't know. It is what it is. That's pretty much it. There's no other really easier method to do this. If you guys find out if there is an easier method, let me know in the comments below. Let everybody else know. But that said, if you found this video useful, if you enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe, guys, new, and let me know how your adventure so far is going in the Galar region. That said, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys very soon on the one of the comments. Until then, game on.